to start getting to work on that and probably release some new music next year. But
That's really exciting. So, last thing, is there like a word that you would like to give to struggling Christians out there that are trying to make it in the music business and they're just scared that they might not be close to God as they once were, or they look at Hollywood and obviously like they're not the models that they want to be? And so like what would be something that you would give for musicians out there that really just want to dive in and still be close to God?
I would say to check your motives, and I'll share a bit of my story that will maybe speak into it. But I always loved music. I was in a band in high school that got pretty serious. I was a drummer in this band. We got flown out to LA for a showcase when I was 17, and everything was just going good, and I was excited, and music was my life. It was what I loved to do, and so I started college, and I went to college with scholarships and grants, and by the end of my first year I had lost a lot of those because I was spending more time out of town playing, and and it got to a point that I just kind of hit a realization. I guess really I had a new conviction. I think God showed me that He's not going to bless my music efforts if I'm not a good steward with what I have, which at the time was being in school, and I was just really convicted by it, and the band was a good thing, a lot of fun, but there were still some negative things attached to it. I think things from my life before Christ really became the center, which was around 17 too. And so I gave up music. This is my story, that I gave up music when my band was going, and I felt like it was now or never. I had to give it my all, otherwise it wouldn't happen. And it was the hardest decision I made, but I decided to quit the band and go to school and try my best there and just trust God that if He wanted me to be in music, He would figure it out, and it was a hard decision. I cried with my band. It was like a bad breakup. But I think I gave it up, and it came back bigger than I could have ever imagined. I never thought I'd be seen. Never thought I would have been on American Idol, and so you just never know what God's plan are. But for me, music had really been elevated to a point of almost God's place, and so I think you always have to be aware of that, and just seek every opportunity to serve Him, and work hard at your craft. Which you're probably already doing if you're a musician and you love it. Definitely you gotta be the best you can be, but never lose sight of what really matters.
Well, thank you, Jason, and I hope that your concert goes well tonight, and I'm excited to watch.
Thank you very much.